used to that from the pandemic. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Public Health and Safety Committee. It's Tuesday, December 6th. If there's no objection, there are 6 resolutions that I'm happy to take up on a consent agenda. I'll read through them and let me know if I should pull them up. RS 2022-1884, wrote that Syracuse approves the Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant from the Office of Justice Programs to the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department to support a broad range of activities to prevent and control crime based on state and local needs and conditions. RS 2022-1885, wrote that Syracuse approves an intergovernmental agreement between the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department and the University of Mississippi for extra duty police services. RS 2022-1888, wrote in Syracuse and Suara, approves $200,000 from the Office of Family Safety to various nonprofit organizations selected to receive Community Partnership Fund grants. RS 2022-1889, wrote in Syracuse, Evans, and Suara, approves a grant contract between the Metropolitan Board of Health and the Mental Health Cooperative to provide outreach, assessment, and linkage to care for individuals identified by the Nashville Fire Department EMS as part of the High Impact Area Opioid Overdose Response Program. RS 2022-1890, wrote in Syracuse, approves an application for an Emergency Management Performance Grant from the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency to the Metropolitan Office of Emergency Management to subsidize the Emergency Management Program. And RS 2022-1891, wrote in Syracuse, approves an application for the DWR-ARP Non-Collaborative Grants State Water Infrastructure Program grant from the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation to the Metropolitan Nashville Water and Sewerage Services Department to modernize and upgrade the Dry Creek Water Reclamation Facility.
Move consent agenda.
All very good stuff. I have a motion and a second. All very important things. Everybody got their questions answered. Any comments? Otherwise, we will keep these on consent. We're good with that? Yes, sir.
The University of Mississippi, I know they're going to be here in Davidson County. Is this for a football game, basketball game? What are we?
Various sporting events.
Various, okay. Thank you.
Good. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? All right, we pass those on consent. So we'll go back to resolution on public hearing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, that was 4, 5, 6. Okay, good deal. Passes 6 in favor, 0 against. All right. So RS 2022-1883, wrote in Syracuse, Pulley and others, authorizes the Metropolitan government to enter into an agreement with private entities to acquire, share, or otherwise use surveillance technology and install surveillance technology onto or within the public right-of-way.
So moved.
Second. I'll sign on to and move the amendment.
We have an amendment from Councilmember Roten, as chair of Budget and Finance. Do we need? He's the only sponsor.
I can sign on and all.
You can sign on.
Yep. So the amendment is a housekeeping amendment.
We have a first on the amendment.
Oh.
A second.
So moved.
All right. Done.
Sorry,
You're
now.
good. Okay.
It's just a housekeeping amendment because when we attach when you print off the RFP, it's a bunch of computer language that means nothing in English, and so that was cleaned up, and it also identifies that the department that is going to be utilizing this is MNPD, but it's a housekeeping.
Very good. Anything else from the administration or anybody on that? Good. All right. Any other questions on this amendment? All in favor?
Yeah.
Against?
No.
No. Okay. So on the amendment is 5 in favor, 1 against. Any abstentions? All right. All right. So amendment passes. We are now on the resolution as amended. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right. Discussion. Questions? Yes, sir.
I mentioned this in the last committee meeting. I don't know of any bill in my tenure that had more discussion, more debate, more deferrals, so we can further discuss and get public comment, try to answer everybody's concerns. And I think we're really at the point where we deserve now, and it's only fair that we have this pilot, the chance to have this pilot program, so we can actually see it running, test drive it, and make sure that it's as safe as we think it might be and as effective as it would be. And appreciate everybody's vote for this.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion passes. All right, thank you very much. And finally, on bills on second reading, we do have a letter from the sponsor for a deferral, but BL 2022-1571, Councilmember Stiles amends Title 8, the Metropolitan Code relative to animals. And we have a letter from the sponsor asking for a deferral to the first meeting in January. So can I get a motion for that?
Defer to the first meeting in January.
Seconded.
Any other discussion on that motion?
We have the sponsor here.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hi, so I'm actually going to defer it to that second meeting in January.
Second, yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, so
I amend my motion to the second meeting in
second meeting
January.
in January?
And
Per the
if,
sponsor's request.
Okay.
sure, if I may make a brief comment. So there has been some confusion. There were some amendments that were supposed to go on today's bill, which is why I'm deferring, so those can get finished. And there's some confusion about what MAC already does that's not included in the ordinance. I wanted to be clear, they already have a low-income rabies clinic. That's part of their standard operating procedure, so it's not gonna be in the ordinance. And also the temperature, any concerns that you saw about temperature, that's already in the ordinance right now. So that's not a change either. And Metro Animal Control is not coming out of the title of the office. So,
All right, so we have that amended motion to defer to January 17th, right? The second meeting
Correct.
in January.
Yes.
All right, so all in favor of that?
Aye.
Yep.
Against? That passes. Any other business before this committee? Thank you, everybody. We are adjourned.